Good morning, July 27th. Well, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is it kind of like you're going, well, this is not making any sense? It's not. I see nothing in any news story. I scour scientific papers, trying to go back, find any type of scientific paper that's written on jet stream phenomenon. But I will say this, and unless someone can come and correct me in my blissful ignorance, that we have 3 jet streams. And regardless if it covers half of the globe, regardless if it covers a quarter of the globe, it's still a separate jet stream. Very clear. And what's even more disconcerting is that although it's normal to have a weak northern jet stream at this time of the year, it's very evident that the northern jet stream is having a little bit of a problem. You know, they often say that if a schizophrenic decided to commit suicide, isn't that a hostage situation? Well, I think we have one here. And then I noticed something else this morning. Look at these pressure zones. Do they look like to you that they're following a certain line? Look over the United States. Let's really get into this. So we have seen this building now for nearly 2 weeks here over on the East Coast. But as you can see, it has elongated itself, again, cascading down into these, the lower jet stream, southern. But just look at this. Remember when we saw this beginning to build and it basically just kind of went right past the Sudan area up here, and then, as we know, kind of curved back on itself. You tell me if what I'm seeing. So let's take an imaginary line, right? And we're going to take our imaginary line and we're going to use the eastern coast of Australia coming up through Malaysia. So this is going to be our imaginary line. We're going to place another imaginary line over here, and let's just do, for this sake, since this is now completely breached over into South America, we're going to go to Brazil and up to the west coast. So if my math is correct, and I were to take the circumference of the globe, divide it in 2, that's the radius, and from that calculation, let us begin to see how much of the globe that this is actually engulfing. Okay? You getting the same impression I'm getting? This is now encompassing half of the planet, people. Look at this. This is not me just making this up. This is covering half of the planet. Normal? I think not. Is it a weather emergency, as Dr. Beckwith said? I'm beginning to believe that those words were probably, how shall we say, well-tempered, as opposed to being more of the fear porn persuasion. Well, I'm going to end it here. I think that we have a situation building. One last little good place for you to go. This is the global incident map. It will allow you to see any place in the world if there is a hazmat terrorist situation. For instance, we've got something right over here. What is that? Oh, well, that tells us to log in. That's what it does. But I thought it was really interesting, folks. Look at this. Now, I know this has anything to do with the jet stream, but look at all these incidents: bomb and explosive, hoax device, bomb incident. It's just, I don't know, maybe we seem to be having, look at here, shooting, sniper incident, shooting, sniper incident. Did you know we had all this? Shooting, sniper incident. Here's a terrorist arrested and captured. Abduction, kidnapping. This is a great website. So it's globalincidentmap.com. Use it. It's a good thing to keep monitoring on. I suggest that if there's anything that does happen, weather-wise or other, you can at least be alerted to this. And folks, I'm concerned about this. I have to tell you. No one, no debunker, no one in the mainstream media, no one is going to tell me to my face, oh, this is nothing to look at. That's what they like to do, by the way, and here I am going on a rant. But, they like to say, oh, there's nothing to see here, go along. Or here's the other great one. Oh, there's a glitch in the system. It always amazes me how when they want the system to work and validate their hypothesis, that it works just fine. But oh my God, they have a second opinion that differs from there. Well, there's a glitch in the system. Well, Weather Society, all meteorologists, I put the challenge out to you to come forward and be honest with the residents of planet Earth. Tell us what's going on. Quit the lies. Let us know. We're adults. We can handle it. All right. Good day, people.